Greetings, YouTube community, in particular UFC MMA fight fans. You've entered the Sports Opinion Log in Lex Anderson world. I'm Lex Anderson, your host slash your boy, here in New York City. And you know what? If you see me ready to fight, if you see me ready to do battle, that can only mean one thing, and that, yes, you have guessed correctly. UFC Fight Night 148 down in Nashville in the Bridgewater Arena. And oh, I so cannot wait. Another UFC fight. Count me in. Lex Anderson, aka The Prophet, will decree and lay down his predictions for the co and main event. But of course, I'm going to start off by something that I failed to mention in my previous video, and that would be shout out to the newest inductee to the UFC Hall of Fame, Michael the Count Bisping. Great career, excellent trash talker, and towards the tail end of his career, what I respect the most about him, even though I'm not going to front, I didn't really like him that much, but he became a champion. So shout out to you, Michael Bisping, aka the Count. And of course, cheers for him. But boo for TJ Dillashaw. Thank you very much, obnoxious asshole. I had cheered him on even when he dropped down in weight, and of course got his ass knocked out in a minute. But no, he tested positive for a substance that has yet to be detailed. So he's been suspended for a year. He vacated the bantamweight title. So thank you very much, cornball ass cheater. Typical, okay, don't want to get into it, but special shout out to my boy Callie. We be chopping it up on the social media MMA perspective of things. So, you called it, right? TJ Dillashaw, right? He got knocked out when he dropped down to flyweight, and now he's been knocked out for a year. So who knows where that'll end up. But hey, the beauty of UFC is that the wheels keep turning. You just take out one cog and you put in another cog because there are fighters out there who are on the rise, who are on the come up, who want their spotlight, to main event and let the world know who they are. So that's always the great thing. And let's face it, to an extent, TJ Dillashaw, he's not main event material. Like UFC will go on. Oh, speaking of go on, another boo to an obnoxious asshole. That would be Conor McGregor for his episode in Florida, Miami, or whatever, grabbing a fan's cell phone who was taking a picture of him, grabbing it, stomping it, and then picking it up and taking it for himself. And of course, that said fan is now suing for, I believe, $15,000 for like emotional distress. Screw that bullshit. You need to be suing him for at least a minimum of $1 million because Conor McGregor's got the money. He's a lame ass insane lunatic who thinks he could do just whatever he wants and there not be repercussions for it. And I, for one, am sick of his attitude as it truly represents the epitome of white privilege. Ugh, and I would say get a grip on yourself, but I'm not a Conor McGregor fan, so I really don't give a fuck what he does. Bones Jones, however, that's my guy. Stand front and center with the great Bone Jones, who still to this day no man has defeated as of yet. Haha. Okay, so let's hit the ground running. Let's dive right into it. My favorite part of the show is the prelims starting at 5 o'clock. So please, I beseech you, if you have the time, make the time to see the prelims. You're missing out on great fights, man. Great knockouts, submissions of the night, all potentials. Undefeated people are trying to make their way into the UFC ranks. It gets heavy. I was going to say hot and heavy, but that would be a pause. Okay, starting with the flyweights, Eric Shelton at 12-5, taking on Jordan Espinoza, 13-5 with one no contest. In the bantamweights, we have Ryan McDonald, a perfect 10-0, taking on Chris Gutierrez, 12-4 with one no contest. In the women's strawweight, we have Ronda Marcos, 8-6-1, taking on Angela Hill at 8-5. In the women's flyweights, we have Alexis Davis at 19-8, taking on Jennifer Maia, 15-5-1. See, now you can already tell. I can already tell. The last name Maya means that this chick is Brazilian. This chick knows jujitsu, or excuse me, this woman, it's 2019, excuse me, she's not a chick. She's a UFC female fighter. And with the last name Maya, that means that there might be a submission that night. I will say keep an eye out for this match. Men's bantamweight, we have Marlon Vera at 12-5-1, taking on Frankie Sinez at 13-5. Men's featherweight, Bryce Mitchell, perfect, undefeated 10-0, taking on Bobby Motif at 14-3. So now heading into the main card, we have, got the women on deck. Women flyweight, Macy Barber, undefeated at 6-0, taking on JJ Aldridge, 7-2. Very interesting. Featherweights, we have Luis Pena at 5-1, taking on Steven Peterson, 17-7. Look at this. Young up-and-comer Luis Pena taking on Steven Patterson, a grizzled vet, 17-7. This is going to be a keep your eye on, for real. Men's flyweights, Jussier Formiga, 22-5, taking on Davison Figueiredo at an undefeated 15-0. Label it. Keep an eye out for this match on the main card. Look at that, 15-0, taking on 22-5. Men's lightweight, John Makdessi, 16-6, taking on Jesus Pinedo, 16-4-1. Interesting. Okay, so here comes the predictions. Co-main event, heavyweights, Curtis Blades, 10-2 with 1 no contest, taking on Justin Willis. Woo. Both these guys look like some extreme heavy hitters. Oh boy, Prophet, who are you gonna go with? And this is off the top of the dome, but hey, I wouldn't be who I am if I didn't make the predictions. I'm gonna go with Curtis on this one. And of course, in the main event, welterweights, Stephen Thompson at 14-3-1, taking on the renewed, the revitalized, the reinvigorated Anthony Showtime Pettis, 21-8. Many years back, me and my sister went to a weigh-in. She spotted Pettis. I asked him if he could take a moment for a picture, and he did. He gave us some pictures. Well, he allowed us to take a picture with him, and he gave a couple of handshakes. This was like, at least over 8 years ago. So, or maybe 6. Don't want to go too far. So, Anthony Showtime Pettis, I, the Prophet, shall decree that you will win the main event and let people know who you are. Reintroduce yourself as you've changed in weight class. All right, he's went up. So, hopefully, this will yield the proper results, which will be a UFC victory. That's all I have for now. There will be a post-fight following up on this I'm not going to say immediately after, but there will be a post-fight video on UFC Fight Night 148 down in Nashville. That should be exciting because Nashville is definitely a secondary city that's on the rise, so that should be electric. And I'm sure that delicious pulled pork down there, got to be something to have. But you know what you also need to have? You need to have a subscription here into the Sports Opinion Log with your boy Lex Anderson. So make sure you do the right thing and press that button over there to your left to subscribe. The bell icon over there to your right. Ding! Press it to stay updated for any and all upcoming future videos. I sincerely thank you for tuning into this video. Let me know how you feel. Where do you stand? You're a UFC fan? Is anyone in the UFC, MMA, fight world out there? Make sure you drop a comment below so I know who you are. If you like the video, you know what to do. Thumbs up. Don't like the video? Thumbs down. But that's okay. You know why? Because practice makes perfect. And speaking of perfect, shout out to my IGTV community / family. Thank you all very much for tuning in. Check out my boy at P the Bag. I'm going to say it right, because if you type in P the Bag, he's probably not going to come up in the search because we got to get it correctly. So let me see what I got here on the gram. But you know what? I can probably just type it in or say it better the next time. Wait, no, we still got time. Hold on. P the _ bag with 2 G's. Holler at my boy. Make sure you follow him on the gram. Shout out M6 Drop. I see you, brother. Until next time, I'm signing out.